So that's the action phase finished. So let's move on to the side phase, which is very easy because there are no sites. Well, there are 2 sites here, but they're building grounds, so that doesn't do anything. Just skip everything. And then we have to feed. Now, like I mentioned before, I don't have to feed anyone thanks to smoked food. In each of up to 3 territories, choose one of your people. They are considered fed. So, of course, I have 2 of them. So they're fed. I don't have to do anything. And that will give me 2 points. But I'll give myself 2 points in a minute. First, I'll do Vicky. So during the feeding, it says here, where's feeding again? Because basically they will get, Vicky will get this first. I think I thought feeding was somewhere explained here. Oh yeah, here, feeding Vicky's tribes. First, you add a priority requirement. So of course we put it here because you don't have anything there. And then one tribe on an encampment is fed. In territories with at least 2, all tribes on the encampments plus 1 tribe in the wilderness are fed. So basically, everything is fed for them, except for here. There's only 1. So 1 becomes weak because it says if there's only 1 of them, it says 1 tribe on an encampment is fed. So the rest is not. So that one becomes weak. So they get 3 points instead of 4. So they go to 7. I get 2. I go to 4. All right. So that's done. Then we go down. There's the event. So first of all, it goes down, and then I get to do the activity. So I will spend 1 money to increase track somewhere. So I guess I'm just gonna do green so I can get the bonus. So that I could get my income chip, which basically means I could get a card if I roll these 3 dice and I roll a 1 or a 2 or a 6, because I could use an idea to lower it. That would get me 1 of these cards, which is pretty good. Or I could just upgrade here, which would make the chance higher to this. But I think I'm gonna try and do this anyway, because I can actually get it twice, which means I could get 2 cards, which would be nice. So let's see if there's anything interesting here. This requires 2 iron ore, of which I have none. So while it is good to go up the track there, it's going to be difficult to do. This one requires wood, which I haven't discovered yet because I've been too busy with the bottom. So that means the fine sense of smell would actually be useful, because I can easily do this by just, I already have 2 of them, I just move 1. So that's actually pretty interesting. But the same goes for furniture, although I have to get my hands on 1 wood. And then meteorology, the same thing. And if I do meteorology, I can upgrade activity, which would mean I can do 2 different activities, but I'm not really crazy about it. It just means if you do the activity, you get 1 idea and also move the weather indicator 1 step, which is not, and the effects are not triggered, which is not, and you get a point. Well, it's not that great. So I'm wondering if I should go for this one, because it's easy to do. And then going up will also get me more points later, of course. And also that allows me to go up there, which is also good. I think I'll do that. I'll try to get fine sense of smell. Arena is nice, but getting 2 iron ores, it's a challenge. Okay, so 6, 4, and 2. So I spend 1 idea to turn my 2 into a 1. So then basically this works. I'll get fine sense of smell. So this would increase procreation, which I really like, because procreation is going to be necessary for the people here. Anyway, so we've done that. The effect doesn't happen at all. Vicky also doesn't care about all that stuff. So then we continue. We do this era's scoring category. So for Vicky, that is 6 times 5, because it's evolution. So she gets 30 points. So that puts her on 37. And for me, it is 3, 5, 7, 8. So that's 40 points, which puts me on 44. Gives me a little bit of a lead, but not really that much. And because I scored most, I become first player as well. Let me go down. And I gain income from income chips. So I roll again to see if I can get another card. I can because I rolled a 1, so I'll take procreation as well. So basically, if I do all this, I would have a venomous sting, fine sense of smell, and oviparity. So my kids would come from eggs, basically, instead of natural birth. You know, it's special. We already have makeup and smoked food. I don't know what all of that means, but okay. And the new card that's revealed is Compound Eyes. Whenever you're allowed to gain a card from a face-up research stack, you can choose any of its face-up cards, not just the top ones, and upgrade research, which is pretty nice as well. All right, so then score statues. I don't have any. Vicky has, so she gets 1 point, so she's at 38. And then remove all the hunting trophies, so hunting tokens, sorry. And then equip empty reset columns with new markers. So here we go. And then we go all the way back to the top. And then we will reveal new cards from the research stack and also from the event stack. So the new building is a pyramid, requires 2 stones, 2 construction, and here 3 culture, which is pretty good. And also second level is oil, which I already have access to. I just have to find stone. Okay, and then we have for invention, the new card is glasses. So it's an activity, you can get a card. This may be any of the face-up cards in display, not just the top ones, and costs a nice bundle. Then we have achievement, so that will be a mine, once again 1 wood, but then you do get all these resources, which is pretty nice. Because this round, I'm going to have to get resources because of the second era scoring. So this goes away now. And there's another thing that's funny about this game. Like, this is the first time those 2 were in the beginning. If it's just like a track, I don't know, I tend to pay less attention and then have more like an engine going and a plan. Here, I'm just kind of winging it constantly. I don't know if it's going to end up good or not, but... Okay, so the new mutation is magnetoreception. So the activity will be relocate one of your tribes to a free encampment in any foreign territory. It's pretty nice. You can just basically zoom, teleport. And then here inside the new card is politics. So these are I'm close to already having as well. And there will be 1 on each track, which is also nice. So at the moment for the prosperity, I'm not scoring a lot of points because I literally have 0 prosperity. Well, they have 4. So Vicky has 4. So she will score 16 and it's bound to go up. Okay, it's bound to go up for her. So, but then here at the end, I have kind of like a lead. And then when it comes to this track, I'm behind as well. So I'm going to have to do my best. All right, so then new goals. I get to choose one. They're all horrible. So all of them are difficult to do. So I think I'm just going to go for clay. Yeah, because clay, you can find that in a swamp, right? No, it's not a swamp, in the brown area. So that's pretty close to... Swamps are close. No, swamp is really far there. I'll just go for the clay anyway. It doesn't matter. And then we'll see. I don't have to take one, by the way. It's optional. And then we'll see what Vicky does. 1. So with her 1, she will get rid of what I just took, so nothing. And then a new goal is revealed. And that is have 2 purple cards. Basically 2 achievements. All right, so that's done. And then extra find. So if I look at the stuff that I need to build, I haven't built irrigation yet, but irrigation allows me to immediately complete a goal and get a new one, but I can't complete any of them. I could get 1, well, I can't get 1 stone, and I can't get the irrigation one either, because I'm only in the grassland and the forest. So I'm limited to what I can get. I think I'll just... maybe go for wood, because wood seems to be... Actually, no, I'm going to go for wax, because if I get the oil back, it'll give me 2 prosperity, which is good. Yeah. Yeah, maybe not, because the forests are pretty nearby. I might be able to get that anyway. No, I'm just going to stick with that. It's fine. All right, and then it's time for actions. So I have all of these. I don't have to worry about the bottom anymore. I mean, I can move them around to get stuff and to build stuff. That is true. Because with 2/6, I can actually build mutation, and it's an upgrade. So I can actually build 2 cards at the same time, or I can move 2 things around. And I can do it, well, technically I can only do it once. That's the problem. So expressiveness I can do. Each time you perform a hunt, one of your tribesmen may migrate to another foreign territory, which is pretty nice. I can do that one. And then I cannot do this. The heart, I cannot do this either. So basically I can only build one of them. Yeah, it'd be nice, but I don't really want to build. I need to be moving. So what does 2/4 get me? 2/4 gets me sustenance, which is good because food will also give me stuff. But what about 4 and 6? 4 and 6 gets me a building, or I play a blue card. I can't play a blue card, but a building might be interesting. I could build a boat, because building a boat would allow me access to other places. Statue is interesting because that would get me to go up one of the tracks, but it's not really what I need right now. A farm I don't need because of my card. Settlements I cannot build. So basically I need to procreate, I need to get out there. So for procreation, it'd be nice if I could upgrade them, but the goals are impossible. What can I do? I could do 4/6, sorry, 2/6, do mutation, and just set them up so I can play 2 cards in one go. Because that would upgrade procreation twice. And I think that's what I need now. I need to build people, send them out, get resources, and get prosperity. So that's what I'll do. I'll do 2 and 6, which allows me to move 2 of them around. So the ones that I like the most is, of course, oviparity. So that means I need to move 2 over there. So I'm not using the eyes, vision for anything. So I'm going to move 2 of them to stamina, which means if I do that same action next round, I can do oviparity and find sense of smell, which would be pretty nice. Okay, so that is basically my turn. So then it's Vicky's turn. So I have to shuffle these cards and then see what happens. All right, shuffling it off screen. But yeah, so like I said, in the previous games, I was spending more time just looking at the dice, doing what I wanted. Here, because of these 2, it's very specific what you have to do to get to those things. While if it's the tracks, it kind of flows naturally because they appear on different cards and they require different things, so you can have more variety in your actions. But I don't mind though. This specific game is completely different than the previous ones that I've played. All right, next era scoring category. So not this one, but the next one, ×2. So it goes up twice here, which is not good for me because that's a lot of points. And then back to me. So I've done that. I cannot do this. I can reset if I wanted to, or I can do sustenance. I'll do sustenance. I might as well, because otherwise Vicky might end up hunting in the forest again, which I don't want her to do. So I do this. I roll my 3 dice, and of course I want to roll 3, 4, or 5. And I roll 2 4s and a 6. So yeah, I get what I want. So that's 3 food. That will give me 1 prosperity. So we're on the board. We're on the board. So that's my turn. Back to Vicky. And then this era scoring category ×2. Oh, painful. I mean, she will remove one of the income chips, and we'll see which one. So like I said before, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she removes the middle one, which is actually, it's okay. It's transport one good and lift one guy up. It's nothing too crazy. The white one. And by the way, because I have this bottom stuff here, I can actually try and go for these ones as well. Like I could have actually taken flexible civilization. Whenever you do a reset, you gain an additional idea. But I think at this point, it's a little bit more urgent to play those cards because of the boost. All right, and the one that I already have comes out. So basically, if I were to get him again, I could do it twice. Okay, so that's that done. So she's up to 6 now, which means she would get 24 points. That would be killer. In the meantime, I'm up to 1. All right, so I'm going to reset. So this one will go to ideas, even though food will help me more towards prosperity. I'm going to need the ideas more, I think. Oh my gosh, so many 2s. I have 4 2s. I do have 1 6, which is what I wanted. 2 3s and 1 5. What does 2 3 do? 2 3 is where? Activity. Well, that's not very good. All right, so that was my resets. Back to Vicky. Maybe she will reset too. No, not yet. Each of the 3 scoring categories in the final scoring area from left to right. Okay, so basically this one will go up, this one will go up, and then they will procreate. And the procreation is where there's at least 1 free encampment. So all of, well, not here, but these 2 have a free encampment. So there's a tie there. And then a free fire one, which is just here. So they go here, so they get 1 point. And that's it. Yep, that's it. So they already have 5 people. And both these are fed because of the double, what's it called again? Provision, I think. Okay, back to me. I'll do my move that I wanted to do. That'll be 2 6. So I will play 2 green cards. So first of all, I need 3 stamina, which I have. So I'll put it here. This means that I can upgrade procreation twice. So basically procreation is at maximum level. So it goes from creating 1 guy to creating 2 and then lifting 1 up. Yeah. And then my second card, I will do fine sense of smell because I have 2 expressiveness and level 2 is empty. So that's fine. So also oviparity did procreation, and then fine sense of smell allows me to upgrade the other thing. Okay, so up like this. Come on, link up. Yeah, so I go up here. So now 1 and a 2 is good. So that's me done. Back to Vicky. If it is 2 red, she will reset. She has 2 red, she will reset. So nothing happens. So back to me. So like I said, I need to procreate. Procreate is 2 5, which I can do. So that is exactly what I will do. So when I procreate, I can actually kick people off the places where they are. The problem is if I procreate, I'm not going to procreate yet, actually, because I need to move first. Because if I procreate, I can kick them off the spots, but then I'll be weak. But I can immediately roll and then revive 1. So at least that's good. Maybe I should do that. But migration is 1 3. I don't really have that. I can spend my idea and do migration and then send someone out and then procreate there, basically. But where would I send them out? To the mountains, I guess, but I can reach the mountains here. Okay, you know what? I'll do that instead. I'll spend my idea. So I'll do 1 3. So I'll migrate. I'll send my guy to the mountains. I get 2 points. And then reveal this. And it is not stone. It is iron ore. Too bad. So the resource goes there, not here. Okay, so that's my turn done. Back to Vicky. She will roll a die and then see what happens. 3. So she will place a statue and then she'll put down a hunting token where we both are. So she's going to go and hunt in the grasslands because here is no longer possible. So my idea of maybe hunting again is not really worth it anymore because I'll be hunting in the mountains, which hardly gives any food. But I can still move, of course. And actually, going to the mountain was a bad idea because now I'm going to procreate where I only have one spot. So that was not well thought through. So procreation is 2-5. I can do that. I can also do 2-3. 2-3 is activity, which means I could go up one of the tracks, but that's not going to do much at this point in time. What is 3-5? Production. That's not going to help me either. Transportation would, but that's 1-5, and I once again don't have the dice. So I'm going to do procreate. So 2-5. One of them will come here. The other one will kick someone's butt. So this one here will kick him into the jungle. He's being fed anyway, so I don't feel bad for him. So it gives me 1 point. And then he will lie down, but I can roll my 3 dice, and if I roll a 2, he'll stand up. A 1 or a 2. I do not roll any of those, so he'll stay there and sleep some more. Back to Vicky. She will roll again a die. She will roll a die again. 4. She will move and put down provisions. So, where will she move from? Territory X to adjacent land, territory X. So she will go to where she has at least 2 tribes, at least one of them strong. So it has to be that one. Well, actually, both of them. 2 tribes, at least one of them strong. So there's a tie. And then we'll see which one it will be. I guess we roll a die. So that's 3. 3 is mountains, but nothing grassland. So from here, they will migrate out. And they'll go to a free fire encampment. So it's going to either be the desert or the swamp, because they're already in that swamp. So they'll roll again to see which one it is. So that's 2. 2 is the swamp. So I guess the guy from the wilderness will go out, and they'll get 2 points for that, and they will reveal the resource, and it is tar, is it? Yeah, tar. And tar is what I need, actually. Tar is what I need to build irrigation. So that would be pretty nice if I could do that. Okay, back to me. So I have 2-3. 2-3 allows me to do an activity, which I don't want to do. So I think I'll be resetting again. At the moment, I'm doing a bad job for prosperity. But if I get oil, my prosperity will go up by 2, so I have 3, which would limit the damage. If I transport, right, I would get oil. I would also get iron ore, which doesn't do much, and herbs, which doesn't do much. So I need to get out into the world. I need to move, discover, and collect. So yeah, and from that viewpoint, I'm not doing too well. Okay, so I reset, I guess, because I reset. Yep. So this one will go to my ideas. So I can choose to pick these up and re-roll them as well, but I don't really want to do it because why? Because I might do mutation again to move around and get maybe one of those tiles. We'll see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay. It's not good, but it's not. Well, I guess it's okay. I didn't have a 6 though. This error scoring category ×1. Great. Yep. So she's at 7 now. I don't even want it. That's 28 points. Ugh. Okay, back to me. So like I said, I need to move. Problem is my migration, it's not upgraded, so I can just move 1 person, which is extremely slow. I can also build something, but it's all way too expensive. And selling, I don't have anything to sell. Transport is 1 and 5. I can do that. I can explore, but it's not going to help me much. Producing is not necessary either. I just need to upgrade migration. But that's difficult. Let's see. Whenever you do a reset gain, no, so I'm looking at these. Whenever you activate your sleep module, you may also install an insight or invention card. I don't even have any of those cards. At the start of every feeding phase, you can roll the hunts. You can hunt, which is kind of good. But you need to have a location where you can hunt, I guess. It means I have to move everything again as well. I need to move. So I can move into a swamp. The problem is I don't have anything in a swamp yet. And if I go into here, I'm not even getting anything. I'm not even getting anything there either. I need to move and procreate. Migration is 1-3. Procreation is 2-5. So I can procreate twice. I can migrate like once. There's no easy way to upgrade migration because I don't have clay, and clay has not been discovered either. Clay could be here, of course. You know what? Let's just do that. Let's do 1 and 3. We'll migrate. This guy will go here, get 2 points. Those points will help mitigate the damage they're going to do. It's not clay. It is, in fact, brimstone. So that's too bad. Back to Vicky. Who's going to reset? Don't rush the game, Vicky. I need more time. I have no prosperity. All right, 2-5 will be procreation, which means I can put more people out. And remember, I can choose 3 territories where one of them are fed. But then if I spend my food, I'm not going to get prosperity either. So I think it's better to migrate again. But I would have to migrate somewhere where, like mountains, for example. I can only migrate once because they have to be connected to give you the stuff. So I have wax. I'm going to get oil. I'm going to do transport. Transport is 1-5, which I'm going to have to hope I can do when I reset. Production isn't going to help me either because having more of them. Although production is 3-5. I can do 3-5 and then do sale purchase. I'm going to run out of 5s. Because if I do 3-5, that would be production. So I have more of them. And then transport, I can't even transport them all. But I could transport, for example, the oil. I can produce first. Have like a lot of oil. Transport it. Then sell it for money. And that will also give me more prosperity. Only 1 though per 2 bunny. So it's difficult. I only have 1 idea. I can do planning. That will give me 2 extra things. What if I do planning 3-4 and get 2 1s? Then I can migrate 1 more time and I can transport. You know what? I'll do that. I'll do planning. I'll get 2 1s. And we'll see what happens. Vicky is going to roll. She has 4. Oh my god, she increases her prosperity even more. She has 8 already. She's going to destroy me. Okay, back to me. So my fantastic idea is I will do 1 and 3 with an idea and migrate again to get more stuff. So I'm going to go where? Where am I going to go? Maybe grassland, right? Here. 2 points. And then reveal this. And that is papyrus, whatever. It's perfect. Exactly what we needed. Well, exactly. It's going to give us something. All right, back to Vicky, who is going to go up a track and maybe get a die. 5. She'll go up the technology track. Back to me. So I will should I do transport already? No, I cannot move anymore. I can procreate and do transport. So I'll do transport. So 1 and 5, which means the oil comes back, which will give me 2 prosperity. The papyrus comes back, which is number 2, and then the herbs come back, which is number 3. So now I have 1, 3, 4 prosperity against her 8. But I do have a lead, so I'm doing damage control here. All right, back to Vicky, who is now at 3, 4. Fourth era scoring category times 1, so she goes up the green track. Back to me, so I have another 2, 5, which means I can procreate and bring that guy up there. But like I said, I can choose one of them that is unfed. I don't think it's a good idea to make more people. So if I reset, I'm just going to have one more action. However, I can hunt, and when I hunt, I can move into an adjacent foreign territory. But hunting is sustenance, 2 and 4. I don't have any ways to mitigate it. So I'm going to reset, which means I'll get one more turn. Because once again, it says the next time the starting civilization takes a turn, last action round. So I can do this. This one will, should I put it into food? Grassland can give me 3. With this one would be 4. I need 5. But I think I'll put it into food and hope I roll well. Oh, it doesn't look very good. Okay, 6 and 6. So for sustenance, I need 2 and 4. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, well, I gambled and I lost. So I'm not going to be able to hunt. But at least the food maybe will help me prevent losing that 1 prosperity. So she has 4, 4 now, right? Yep, she's done. Back to me for my last action, and she will get 1 more action. So I want prosperity. I cannot build anything. Selling anything would be stupid. Transporting is impossible. I do have 6s, so I can potentially build something. Like I could build venomous thing. And then go up here even more. That doesn't really get me all that much. The other stuff I cannot build. 5 and a 6 will get me more dice, which I guess is nice, but not really useful at this point. 3 and 6 will get me 3 ideas, which is nice. 2 and 6 would allow me to move these around and maybe get one of those. Get an income chip, which is pretty nice actually. I think I might go for that actually. So whenever you do a reset, gain an additional idea. That's nice. Whenever you activate your sleep module, I don't know, at the start of every feeding phase, do a hunt. I think I'm going to get that one. So I will do 2, 6, do mutation, so I can move 2 things around. So I'll move expressiveness away to the hand, because I need 3. It also means I lose 1, but I take this one. I put it here, which means I have to try to get more to build up though. And that means next time when we feed, I'll be able to roll and maybe get some more prosperity. That's my plan. Okay, Vicky. She rolls a die. 6. Go up blue, of course. A scoring 1. All right, so that's done. This round is over. Oh, I forgot to do this. I forgot to check this. Oh, no. Each civilization gains 2 points for each of its own forest and mountain territories. Of course, okay. Oh, well, you know, it is what it is. We go to locations. There's no locations. We skip it. So the feeding. So first of all, I get to hunt. Now, I imagine that the rule of hunting still applies, which means that I still have to be in a it still has to be a place where there's nothing there. Like, for example, where no one has hunted before, I believe. Because it says here, see sustenance module for explanation. Yeah, has no face-up hunting token in it. So I will, of course, do it in the grassland then, here. And then roll my dice. Hopefully it is 3 or 4. It is a 4. Great. So I get 3 food. And also, because I hunted, one of my people may migrate to an adjacent foreign territory. So this guy can move, and where am I going to put him? I guess stone, because I really need stone, so he can go to the mountain. So another 2 points, which is going to help me to mitigate the damage. And it is not stone. Ugh, it is jade. Okay, that is too bad. All right, so then I have to feed them. So once again, for 3 territories, I can decide to not feed one person. So in the end, I just have to feed one person, which is that guy. So I lose 1 food, which is fine. It does not affect my prosperity. And then I get points for everything that's upstanding. So standing up, so 3 points. That's it. Then for them, they feed everyone. No, not everyone everywhere. This one is fed. Well, first they will put a provision out. And it says priority, see items 6 to 9 of the priority table. So fire encounter with one of the strong tribes. So he is strong and he doesn't have it yet. So I imagine you would put it there. There's priority requirement, Vicky's territory with the fewest ones. So this is the only one there's nothing. So it puts it here. But that means he is fed, but one only feeds one tribe. So this one is fed and this one dies. Bye-bye. Okay, so they're going to score 4 points for everybody they have. So it's 45. I guess you could also say this one lies down. But in this case, I gave the AI 1 point. So, yeah. As far as I know, it's like the player chooses. So, all right. So that has happened. I got the points. Okay. So then is the event, which of course I forgot. We go down, which means you either lose 1 food or 1 person. I'm going to lose 1 food. The weather does not affect Vicky, so they don't have to worry about it. Each civilization gains 2 points for each of its own forest and mountain territories. And then you produce there. Now, of course, I didn't know this because I forgot to flip it. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So for each of the forest and mountain. So I'm grassland, I'm in the mountains, so I get here. I'm in the mountains, so another one here. And that's it. So basically, because I'm in 2 locations, I get 4 points. So 60. Man, I could have abused that much more than, well, didn't abuse it at all now. Then this era scoring category. So first of all, she is going to become first player, obviously, because she has 8 times 4. That's 32 points. Ugh, 32 points. That's disgusting. 32. So it's going to be 77. My goodness. 77. Ugh. And I have how much prosperity? I have 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 prosperity only. So it's going to be 5 times 4, so it's 20 points. So I'm still in the lead, 80, but barely, because she really schooled me there. And the problem is, if you look at the next one, it's this track at 4, and I'm at 0. Things are going to have to change. All right, so they become first player. So this is all done. Then the income chip. So I have this one. So I'm going to roll and see. I have to roll 1 or 2 to be able to get a card. Yes, I rolled a 2. Perfect. So I can get one of these cards. Also knowing the resources I have now. And I realize that it makes absolutely no difference Like magnetoreception, I can do that. Relocate one of your people to a free encampment in any foreign territory, but you have to do an activity. It's not as interesting. This requires 2 expressiveness, which I have just moved. But actually, this one I can easily do because I already have composure, and because of the upgrade, I can ignore one. So these can go very high and get a lot of points. I'm leaning towards this one because this is again is stone, but actually I need this one. I need stone. And we know where stone is now. Stone is right here. But I also need to move. And once again, these are horrible. I don't even have a purple card. I mean, I have it here, but I can't build it yet. Oh, but they're going to choose first. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't get replenished. Ugh. I need to get salt. Salt might be here, I guess. It could also be here or here. Oh, it's a crapshoot with these goals. So an easy way to upgrade is difficult. And I could also try to upgrade this one. But then I need politics, I guess. Politics I could do. Because there'd be 1 for each. And I need to just upgrade 1 more time. And I would, because green scores, and I'm winning there. Brown doesn't score. Orange scores as well. So politics is pretty good. Pyramid is also really good. Pyramid is better than politics, but way more difficult to do it. But I know where it is though. But I have to spend 2 migration actions just to get there. A migration action that I can't even do now. Like I can do a lot of production and transportation potentially. Like a lot of it. And I can do insight, so I can actually adjust some stuff. So there are things to do that I can do. Oh, but the goals are really horrible this game. I guess I can do some exploration as well. Like right now, because of the tracks, there's more freedom kind of to prepare for bigger point swings. Because I score points for my console, which they do not. Oh, I forgot to take this. So when it's income, it would have been from all of them, from income chips. So, because I just rolled for this one, but I can get another chip. If I get a focus, that'd been pretty nice. Or another card, but I don't think I need another card. I'm going to get the focus one. So I can put this anywhere. So preferably I would put it with somewhere where I think it's more difficult to build another card, or I'm not less likely to do it, which I think will be here. There we go. And that will give me 1 focus because of all the income chips. There we go. Anyway, that being said, I think I'll go for politics because that's easier for me to build eventually, and it'll help to get the next level as well. Yeah. Yes. I need a mine too, but I don't have any wood. Yeah. Yeah, politics. And that opens up meteorology. So technically I maybe could get that down the line. Okay, and then we remove all the hunting tokens. Up, and up. So I have a lot of food now. Like a lot of food. And then score for statues, I get another 2 points. So it's really 80 to 79. We're really, really close to each other now. And Vicky starts. Okay, so we go back to the top over there. And then first we reveal everything. Now we're going to do the event first, so I don't forget. All right, the first event is Epiphany. So we're going to go all the way down to cold. It's already cold, so it doesn't really make a difference. Each civilization that has at least 2 vision gains either one of the income chips effect, or you go up the track. It's pretty nice, but I'm more annoyed that it will kill people. But yeah, so technically it goes even worse to here, I guess, because it's -1. So yeah, that's wow, pretty bad. So then we look at all the new cards. So the new building card is, which is too bad because it's going to cover a pyramid, Mill. Choose a territory and strengthen all of its tribesmen, own and foreign. For each that you strengthen, get 1 point. Meh, that's okay. Requires wood, which I don't have. Then the inventions. This time it is medicine, which requires 2 herbs, which is doable for me, but I would have to do level 2, but that requires brimstone, which I also discovered here. So I can have that too. And that is a huge upgrade. So medicine is looking pretty appealing, I gotta say. Then we have achievements. So achievement is whenever you perform a hunt, gain 1 gold and 2 points, which is actually perfect for my engine that I have now. At a hunt at every feeding phase and so on. And immediately complete a goal and then get a new goal. And then we have insights. Republic. Whenever you do a reset and your roll doesn't include a 2, gain 1 food. Okay. And then we have evolution, well, mutation basically. Claws. Whenever you displace a foreign tribesman from an encampment, it is weakened and you gain +1 points. You get 1 point basically. Well, yes and no, because I don't know, if the AI displaces you, I think it doesn't get weakened. But the other way around, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they get weakened or not. But yeah, anyway, let's not waste time on that. We'll see what happens when it happens. And then new goals. Now she's first, so she gets to roll. Oh, and we forgot to add a new income chip. And the new income chip is mutation. So which one is she going to remove from the goals? It's number 5, so nothing. She leaves them all up there. So what am I going to do? I've hardly built any purple ones. The new purple one is a little bit interesting, not crazy interesting, and also very expensive. It's very difficult for me to build purple in general. I think I'm just going to go salt, I guess. It's annoying, but it is what it is. Actually, you can put it on top. You don't have to cover it up, but then it doesn't really matter. I'll just put salt there. And then a new one comes out. Will it be anything useful this time? No. Well, yeah, it is. Have 2 people at a swamp. That's way easier than everything else that's possible so far. Okay, so then we have an extra find. Now this time I'm at grassland still, but also mountains. So of course I'm going to get stone because I need stone. So at least I have 1 already. Maybe it's just easier to sell the oil and buy stone. But I need 3 stones though. So, and I can only buy once. So yeah, that's another problem, of course, for the ziggurats. But we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Anyway, first action is it this? Yeah, and it goes to your console. Yeah, of course. Okay, what is Vicky doing? She might discover some stuff, or she might place another statue. It's number 2. She places another statue. Okay. Okay, my turn then. So I have a bunch of stuff that I can do now. I have the focus. I want salt, so I can, because if I find salt, I can upgrade migration, which would be awesome. I can also start moving towards the mountain here, where we all know there is stone there. If I upgrade migration, can I move twice for sure? I move once and potentially move twice. But then I can install this to go up to 1 to 3 to increase my chances. So yeah, I need to migrate basically. I'm going to see first if I can find salts, but it's a 1 in 3 chance. If I don't find it here, I have to go here. Yeah. On the other hand, I need to have stone. But being able to do this, but then I have to, if I want to complete this, I need to have 3, 4, which I can't do anyway. So no need to go for salt yet. I'm going to go here. I can't push him off because otherwise he'll be like, ugh, and fall down. Actually, I'm not going to move him because it takes him two turns to get there, but it takes him 2 turns to get there too. So might as well go here, get 2 points, and then flip over this and get me some gold. Okay. All right, back to Vicky. each of the 3 scoring categories with scoring tiles in the final scoring area. So yeah, the same thing again. So she keeps going up these tracks, and then she'll add another person. So wherever there's space, so there's no space here, there's space here, there's space here, there's space here. So where is she going to go? First, for a free fire encampment. There's no free fire encampment anywhere. There's nothing here and here. Any free encampment. So it has to be one of these 3. So I have to roll a die to see where she's going. It'll be 3. It'll be mountains, not available. Grassland, not available. Hills, not available. Desert, not available. Forests, available. So here. There we go. Done. Back to me. All right, so I'm on my way over there. I can do 5, 6. What is 5, 6? 5, 6 is getting more dice. 3, 6 is getting insights to basically change the values that I have. Then I have changed the values that I have, so I can do like a 4, 5, which would be sale and purchase, which is actually interesting. So I will do 3 and 6 and do insights. Back to Vicky, who is going to reset. Yep. Boom. Back to me. So now I can spend 1 idea to change a 5 into a 4, do 4, 5, and do 1 sale and 1 purchase. So I'm going to sell my oil because it doesn't really have any purpose anymore. So that gives me 3 money. It's good because I don't have any money. Now the problem is, this is not a good idea. I'll tell you why it's not a good idea. The purchase would cost 4 gold for 1 stone because we haven't discovered stone yet. So I'm going to get my idea back and get my 3 5s. Think about something else. Because we could do 5, 6, which is achievement, and get me 2 more dice. I think that's what I'll do. 5 and so this becomes a 6 and a 5. And we get these 2. Because if I only have 3 gold, because we haven't discovered stone yet, it would cost me 4 gold just to buy stone, which is pretty crazy. So I didn't have to roll this. This is a 3, so it becomes 3, 5. What is 3, 5? Production. That's not that bad. Okay, Vicky has to roll a die. 6. What is she going to do? She will increase her evolution. So all that still gives points at the end of the game. So these are all points for her as well. Still. So I do have 3, 5. I'm not interested in production or transportation because I don't really need it yet. I am interested in maybe changing it to 3, 6 or even more inside. Or 3, 4 is planning, but I can't do any of these. I can get to migration if I spend all my ideas. I'll just do that. I spent both my ideas to go from 6 and then to 1. So 1, 3 is migration. This guy comes here. I get 2 points and I reveal stone. Boom. So that means I now have 2 stone. 1 here, 1 here. So in order to build the ziggurat, I need to have 3 stone. It ain't easy, bro. Well, technically I can build this. And if I build this, then I need to have 2 or 3 to make it free. So that's crazy. Okay, back to Vicky. Next era scoring category ×2. So she'll go up twice on green, which means we tie. Back to me. I reset. Up. My token goes to idea because I have more than food enough to feed my people, especially with my upgrade. I have tons of dice. So there we go. That's a lot of 6s. Well, 2 6s. It's a lot of 5s. 3 5s. I just came from 3 5s. 1 2 3. So this was a 2. Sorry. So 1 2 2 3. Oh, I always see things that I forget to replenish. So I forgot to replenish the golden ones. It might actually be something that I can use. That's the frustrating one, but it would be a free action anyway. It is not something that I can use yet, but it's mercantile civilization. Whenever you install a card, you may replace 1 or 2 of the required materials by paying money instead. Wow, so basically, if I have that, but it requires 4 of this, which means I have to do mutation twice. Nah, never mind. But basically, if you replace one of the requirements, one of the materials, you can spend 2 gold for the materials. And then 5 if you want to replace 2. Okay, that's me done. Vicky. She's now at 3, 4. She's going to roll a die. And that is illegal. And that is 5. Okay, 5 is purple. That also scores double. You can see the AI always goes up the tracks steadily. Okay, so I need to produce and I need to transport. So production I can do because I have 3, 5. That's no problem. And I think that's what I'll do. So production, question is, can it be in different places? Or do they both have to be in the same? I think it can be I seem to remember it can be in the same spot, but you never know. Always better to check production in 1 or 2 of your territories. Yeah, okay. So basically, we're going to get 1 stone here, and then maybe another herb. Yeah, because I have enough stuff anywhere. And then I can roll my dice to see if I can transport something. 3, 3, 6, 6, and I need to have a 2. So no, I cannot. I don't want to spend my idea because I'm going to use transport anyway. It's a 1 and a 5. That's my next action. Okay, so she now has 4, 4. So she resets. Up. Back to me. 1 and 5. Transport. So these 2 stones come home. And then what else can I use? Anything else that I need? Didn't I discover gold somewhere? Yeah, because this requires gold, politics. If I spend the gold, I get an extra 2 points. I might not use it, but it's just good to have gold, I guess. Yeah. Medicine requires herbs. I already have them, so it's fine. All right, that's fine. Okay, that's me done. Back to Vicky. 4th era scoring category. So up green again, so she passes me. Oh, and it felt so good being so high. Back to me. So now I need to build this card because I have enough stone, finally, to build a ziggurat. And it's a blue card. So I need to have 4, 6. I don't have that, but I can spend an idea to turn my 5 into 4. Boom. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to turn my 5 into a 4. I'm going to leave the idea. I'm going to use a focus. Focus and 6. So that becomes 2 and 6. Sorry, it's blue, right? It becomes 4 and 6. So I build the ziggurat. The ziggurat will come here. So I'll go up 4 on the blue track. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means I can upgrade a 4, which sadly is not migration. It is exploration, which gives me points if I explore. It is sustenance, which allows me to pick up more people. I'm not crazy about that. Planning, which allows me to put more tokens down. I'm not crazy about that either. Sale and purchase. That used to be interesting. Not as much anymore. 2 sale, 2 purchase can be interesting though, maybe. Or I can upgrade building, which means I can build 2 different buildings. Which might be nice. Might be nice. Exploration gives me more points to explore. I'm gonna go for building. Maybe sale and purchase. But it's not that much that I need to buy necessarily. Because you can sell to get points as well. Planning will get me 3 of them. Actually, I can just buy salt then and do the thing. Yeah, okay. Sale and purchase. Boom. Done. And then I can also either activate one of my income, so get another focus, or get a card, or I can go up that track. I'm leaning towards getting a card, medicine. I think I'm going to do that because get me more stuff and get more gold and go up. So I'm going to go for medicine. I'm going to try to go for medicine. I'm going to roll the 4 dice, see if it works out. I need a 1 or a 2. Oh my gosh, I really do not have it. I failed everything. So no medicine for me. Okay, so that's me done. Let me go back to Vicky. So at least for this era scoring, I'm able to tie it up, but then she goes up 1, of course. So she needs to be better. Huh? She needs to be better. Okay, so what do I have left? I have procreation is something that I want to do. I want to get more people, get more points. I can also do transports because through transportation I can do politics, which would put me up 1 on many tracks, but that's kind of it. It's not really necessary this round. I can always do it next round. I can't technically do it anyway yet. Not yet anyway. I can do Venomous Sting. After you use your migration module, if there are any foreign guys in the territory that your last one migrated to, they are weakened immediately. Yes. So I want to upgrade this, right? So I want to do this, which is 3 and 4, which I cannot do because I have 2 and 5. 4 and 5, which I also cannot do because I have 2, 2, 5, 6. So what is 5 and 6? Get more dice. That means I would take dice away from her, which is okay. 2 and 6 is mutation, so I can move around and get an upgrade, which sounds nice. Whenever I reset, I get an additional idea. That sounds nice. Whenever I activate sleep module, I don't do that, so I don't really care. Whenever you install a card, you may replace 1 or 2 with money. I don't have money. I might get money later, but I don't think it's important now. So I'm just going to go for ingenious civilization if I can. I cannot. Because I can only mutate. Sorry, flexible civilization. I can because I need 3 vision. So I will do mutation. So 2, 6. I'll move 2 of my stamina to vision, and then I lose 1 vision. I'm always giving up a piece of myself. So I now have, whenever I do a reset, I gain an additional idea, and also I'm very close to completing this. Just need to get politics, and then irrigation maybe. Back to Vicky. Oh, and we replace the attribute chip with this one, which is ambitious civilization. Whenever you install an income chip, gain a card. Okay, it doesn't happen super often though. I mean, it happens when you build a settlement, you get an income chip, which is pretty nice. Okay, Vicky. This error scoring category ×2. Are you kidding me? Ugh. I was so happy that I caught up, and now she's just like, yeah, okay, bye. All right, back to me. The only one I have left is 2, 5, which is procreation, and I can make that guy stand up. Or I can turn it into 1, 5, which is transport, which I guess would be a good preparation to sell stuff or build stuff. Or it can be 2, 6, which is mutation again, but there's nothing that I want to spend it on. I can't do it anyway. So I think it'll be just 2, 5. I'll procreate. I'll get 2 more guys out there. So 2, and then I can have 1 stand up. So maybe I should allow them to be knocked down just to get the points. Or just so that the AI... No, it doesn't matter. The AI will get fed anyway. All right, I'll put 1 here. I'll put 1 here. And then I can roll my dice to see if the 3rd one stands up. He does not. Oh, I can spend... I'll spend an idea to stand him up. Whoop. There we go. Back to Vicky. She's at 3, 3 now. She's going to roll. At least she's not increasing the thing. Okay, she adds a person and also adds provision. So first she adds a person. So wherever there is a free, there's at least one free encampment. And so there's 3 places, 1, 2, and 3. So we'll see where she goes. So that's 6. 6 is desert. She's not in a desert. Forest. Yeah, she's going to go here. Yep. And then she'll place a provision somewhere. Vichi's territory with the fewest ones. So she has some everywhere. And Vichi's most tribes. So obviously, she's going to put it here. So it stops me from building a farm there, which I was not going to do anyway. But now, because of that, she feeds all of them, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, plus in the wilderness. So it's a good thing, because otherwise only one of them would have been fed and the other 2 would have fainted. It's a good thing for Vicky. All right, back to me. Reset. So up. So roll all these. Oh, she's been rolling one of my dice because she only has 6, 2, 4, 6. Ugh, how long was that going on? All right, anyway, so because I reset, I gain an additional idea. So technically I could put one idea in one of these in food and then get one idea, but it's okay. Whoa. So 4, 4, 2, 2, another 2, 5, 5. Well, no 6s and 2 1s. Okay, then back to Vicky. I think she'll reset. She does reset. Yep. So that means when it's her turn again, it'll be the last round. So I get 2 actions to try to increase the construction track, which will 100% not happen, or just do other stuff. So at the moment, if I had to feed my people, I can feed 1, 2, 3 of them automatically. The others, I would have to feed from here. And I can hunt, and if I hunt, each time before you perform a hunt, one of your tribesmen may migrate to an adjacent foreign territory. So I guess wherever it is that I hunt, they would move from. So if I hunt here, one of them can move to here and maybe find salt. But I was going to try to sell and then buy salt, right? So I could do this. So I can basically, let's see, 4, 5, I could do that. And then can I do planning afterwards? I can do planning and then increase migration, for example, and also get 8 points basically. Or I would have to buy irrigation, tar. Didn't we find tar? Tar is there, yeah. Anyway, 4, 5 I think is good. 2 sales and 2 purchases. So I can sell twice. But what is it that I need to buy? I need to buy salt, and that has not been discovered. So no, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. Because I can sell, if I had oil, then I could sell for 6, and then I could buy maybe 2 of them. But for example, the tar would be 2, so then I could buy that. But I mean, I can buy oil for 2 and then sell it for 3. But so even if I sell gold, I get $3, right? Wait, does it have to be like, can I do sell, and then purchase? Or does it be sale, purchase? Oh no, in any order. Okay. So. I can basically do anything I want. There's no way for me to upgrade the track anymore. I mean, I can do this, but I have no money, so it doesn't matter. I could... Oh, no, I cannot transport. I could get a card if I feel like I can build something. I can get medicine before it goes away, because I could build... No, I can't build anymore because I put this there. Because if medicine, I need clay as well. We don't have clay. I could get claws. but then why? It's not really necessary. Tannery, no. Republic, no. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You get more people to get more points when we do the feeding. I have 2 eyes and vision, so I'm going to get that anyway. So that doesn't really matter either. Irrigation is difficult to do at this point. Politics, I need to have 2 in expressiveness and 2 in composure. I don't have that either. I need to keep the money though. I'm stuck. What is 2 for? Sustenance. I can go hunting. But food doesn't really appeal to me at the moment, to be honest. Okay, so I want to upgrade migration. Yes. So that would be politics, but I have to do stuff that I can't do. I mean, I could do mutation by spending 1 idea. But I can only move 2 of them. And I need to have 2 expressiveness, which I can then immediately do, but then I don't have enough composure. So it doesn't work. Yeah. I think maybe selling might be good after all. Because I can sell twice, so I can get up to 5 gold. Oh wait, by the way, the stone had to go because I used it to build a ziggurat. So I can get up to 5 gold, and then I could buy 1 thing, which would be the salt then. So let's just do that anyway. 4, 5. So I do 2 sale, 2 purchase. So I will sell gold for 3. Go for 3. For 3. And then I sell wax for 2. So 1 and 2. And then I can also sell other stuff for 2 points. But I think I'm going to hold on to the herbs. No, I'll sell the herbs for 2. Wait. I'm not going to get medicine anyway, I think. I'll leave it. Not for points. So I have these 5, right? And then I can buy twice. Of course, I'm not going to buy twice. I'm going to spend 4 to get salt. And that's it. That's my turn. So then it's Vicky's final turn. She has 3, so she will take a die from me and then go up the yellow track once. And then it's back to me for my final turn. And then I will do planning, which will be 3, 4. So I spent 1 idea and a 4 and a 2. To do planning, so I will complete salts. So I spend salts. I'll put it here. Actually, I'm going to put it here because stage 3 does not unlock anything. I might as well try to get 7 points because I think I will be able to do this. So I put it there, and then I can flip anything. So I'll flip migration with the potential of moving 2 people then instead of just 1. So that's it. The round is over. We check locations. None of that happened because no one's doing any exploring. And then it's feeding. Now, before feeding, I can hunt. So I will hunt I cannot hunt in the forest because I'm not in the forest. I'll hunt in the grasslands. So that can give me 3 at most if I roll a 3 or a 4. I have rolled a 3, so I get 3 food. And after hunting, it says here, each time before you perform a hunt, one of your tribesmen may migrate to an adjacent foreign territory. So let's say this guy migrated here to get 2 points. And it is, in a way I'm happy it is not salt, it's sand. Because otherwise I've been like, I should have done it. Okay, so then I have to feed First of all, I have the smoked food. So 3 guys I don't have to feed. So let's say 1, 2, 3. Those are not fed. 3 different territories. So I have to feed 1, 2, 3 guys. So 3 food goes away. Basically just what I had earned now goes away. And then I score for every able-bodied person. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 upstanding citizens. 92. Of course, I mean standing upright. And then for the AI, they have to feed, but before they feed, they put out provisions. So they'll put out where, basically they're going to put it here or here. So we have to roll a die to see where they put it. So it's both swamp. So we'll just see number 3 is double fire. There's no double fire. So I guess we roll. 5, 5 is triple fire. And triple fire is here. So they'll put it here. There we go. And then they feed. They're all really healthy. Everybody gets fed. So 3, they also have 6 points. So it is 85. All right. Da-da-da. Then the weather event, I have to lose. Actually, I will not feed one guy. So let's say this guy faints and then dies because of the weather. Because you go down, right? Boom, death. And then each civilization that has at least 2 of these gain either income chip, so I either gain a focus or potentially a card, or I go up there. Like I don't have any statues, so I don't really care about going up there. So I think I'll just try to get a card like last time. Once again, I will try to get medicine. Because I've got herbs, I can transfer brimstone, because we discovered it somewhere here. You can transfer brimstone and then just find clay. And then we have a big upgrade here, which will get us points here, but it can also maybe get us more tiles there, which also gets us points. I think that's what I want to do. Okay. And I'm allowed to. I rolled a 1. Yay. Come here, medicine. Okay. Right. So, so that's done. Then we score this era scoring category, which will be that. So they have 7 times 3, so 21. So that's 106. So the AI went over 100. And then for me, that is 4 times 3, so that's 12. So I have 104. So I also break 100, but sadly, I am behind at the moment. So she stays first player. Then we gain income from the income chips. So I get focus from this one, and then I roll to see if I get another card. I can get another card. So I do not want glasses. The claws. Claws is easiest. Claws and venomous sting, they are both very easy because I can ignore one and already have one. And that would get me all the way up to 7 points, which is pretty nice. I think I'll just go for claws. That's the simplest one. Tannery I can do as well because I can get 1 brimstone, but I'm already using brimstone for medicine, but I can always produce. But I need tar, which I'm very close to. And I need to have salt, which I always want to call rice. It's not easy, that one. So no, I'm not going to do that. Well, the other option is irrigation, which is really difficult to do. So maybe I'll just do tannery because it's slightly easier. Maybe, potentially. I'll get tannery. Okay. Done. Then it is score statues. So she has 3, so you get 3 points. And I don't have any, so I don't score any. And then I should have probably built a couple of statues here as well. But okay, so that's done. Then remove the hunting tokens. I didn't put it out, so it doesn't matter. And then fill up the reset here. Up, done. And then go back to the top. And this is removed, of course. Okay, so this is where I take another break. and I'll continue the next day. But as you can see, next we're going to score this one times 2. We are very close there. We're going to have to reveal everything new as well and see what's going to happen. This is going to be the last round of the game. And my main goal is going to be get as many people out and spread them out. Why? Because you get 3 times the score for the amount of people. At the moment we're tied, right? Isn't it 6-6? 2, 4, 2, 4. I have 5. Did I give myself 6 points? Oh yeah, one guy died because of the weather. Why he died afterwards. So I have 5, so they have 6. So it's times 3. And then also the locations are times 2. So basically I need to build, procreate, and then migrate. So migration has been leveled up once. Twice would be great. Move twice and maybe even a 3rd time. Then you can cover a lot of areas and score big points. So this is going to be huge. I also need to get these 2 done. So probably 1 purple card. And get politics out so I can flip this one. So this one will score. And also maybe get swamp, so I can get 2 people out in the swamp, so I can complete that, and so on and so on. There's a bunch of stuff that I need to do, but yeah, we're gonna get there. Okay, there's gonna be, I'm gonna be losing a lot of points here and here. Yeah, and here as well, but I'm gonna be making up a lot of points here. So we'll see. Anyway, that's for tomorrow. I need to sleep.